Hey there. So I'm Jessica Collins from FlashFitTrainer.com, and today I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I went from corporate to freelance in about 5 months. I had a great job in a corporation that was rare, very rare. It won best places to work awards, that kind of thing. Um, so it was a great job. I have great people there. They treated us really good. But when you have that entrepreneur spirit in you, hey Kaylin, when you have that entrepreneurial spirit in you, it's really hard to let it go. And I didn't even realize for a long time that I had that. But once you have it, like I said, it's really hard to go away. So I started thinking about what I could do. How could I start my own business and be at home? And I tried a couple things, some things that didn't quite pan out very well. But freelance writing, I mean, I'm already a writer. I was a copywriter in corporate. So, duh, writing is exactly what I wanted to do. So, I started to pursue the freelance writing, but what I didn't know, like I thought that you had to like search out freelance clients and they were really hard to find and that freelance was kind of like pennies on the dollar and I wasn't sure what to do with it. But then I found a couple websites and some resources that were talking about making like great money and doing what you love and that kind of thing with freelance. So I looked further into it and I found out about like cold pitching and finding clients in your niche online and just cold pitching them, which I had never considered before. I didn't even know, like, I didn't know the first thing about finding freelance clients until I heard about that. So I started to cold pitch, and I have a document on my computer that goes through all the places that I pitched. It was like over 200 or close to 200. And I just like over the course of probably 2 months, I just really pitched my heart out. And so that was about 2 months in. I started to finally get replies from them. It takes a little while once you start pitching to get replies, but probably about 2 months in, I started to get some replies, and then I even got somebody found me on Twitter and hired me, and that was one of my biggest projects. Um, so yeah, so I just started cold emailing. I did a little bit of job board hunting, but job boards they're really hard to weed through. A lot of them pay really terrible, just like pump out content type of prices. So you really have to weed through and be smart about it if you're gonna go through the job board way. But I did do some job board searching. But anyway, so I started to get replies, and since I was in corporate, I was able to refuse some of the jobs that were low paying. You know, it's not worth my time at all if I'm doing this on the side to take on jobs like that. So I refused them and I didn't have to take them. Plus, I'd been in corporate for 9 years and I didn't really need to take that type of job. And I felt confident enough in my skill to not have to take on that kind of job. So that was kind of the cool thing about being able to do this while in corporate. So anyway, I set aside an hour every night to pitch and to work. It was 8 to 9 at night after the kids went to bed, but before I went to bed. And yes, it was very difficult to keep up that schedule, especially at 8 o'clock at night. You just want to go to bed, but I did it. And also on weekends, while my littlest girl was napping, my son is 8, so he was pretty good about just kind of playing or just being next to me while I worked. So, hey Diana, thank you. So yeah, weekends and 1 hour at night, and I just dedicated that time. But I knew it was going to be temporary, so that's why, like, I kept doing it and I was okay with it because I knew it was going to be temporary. Once it got going, once I kind of tried out the waters to see how it would go, and it started getting lucrative, I knew that it was only going to be a matter of time. So the working at night wasn't that bad. Plus, I was getting paid pretty nice. I mean, this is like, I'm talking double my salary per hour, getting paid for the freelance writing that I was doing. So that was pretty cool too, because I was able to store up a stash in my PayPal account before I left work so that I had a little padding there to work with. So, so one of the things that I did at the beginning was I set a date for leaving corporate, which I wasn't really excited about doing because it wasn't a horrible job. That's the part that kind of stinks, is leaving a nice place to work. But let me tell you, the perks of working from home are just amazing. I just got done playing catch with my daughter. Yesterday my son forgot his sunglasses for a Dr. Seuss thing they were doing, and I was able to run those to him. Today, if I turn the camera around, I could show you like 6 inches of snow. I didn't have to go drive in it, and that's worth it right there. And the gas money we save by not having to drive a half an hour each way every day is awesome. So yeah, I didn't have to drive in the snow, and I couldn't be more excited. Plus, last week in Wisconsin, we had like unseasonably warm temperatures. It was like almost 70 a couple of the days, and I could actually work from my back porch and in the sun and actually see the sun rather than being like way inside a building, inside a cubicle with artificial light was the only light I saw. So, so that's a little bit background about how I made the leap and how it was possible. And I just want to let you know too that I put together a 7-day series on it's called Freelance Freedom from Corporate, and it's at flashfittrainer.com/freelance freedom from corporate, and you can sign up for it there. 7 days, I give you like super easy actionable tips and walk you through what I did, and tell you exactly what you need to do in those 7 days to get your freelance business started and rocking. So if you'd like to jump over there, take a look and let me know what you think. All right, bye.